Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and welcome to another Wednesday. I am feeling just a little bit still under the weather, and my camera's all messed up. I've been trying frantically to get it to move over, and I'm just having one heck of a time trying to get this all straight. You can still see that I'm off a little bit on the right hand side, but hopefully that'll just be my cutting side and you'll be able to see everything right in the middle here, because what we're working on is Inktense watercolor pencils. Now there's a lot of different ways to watercolor. If you want to see the series, you can go back to it. I may just add this to the series, and I'm just gonna do this because this is just me taking it easy and doing some fun stuff with you guys. So nothing real drastic. We'll probably end a little bit earlier than we normally do. I do have a sale for the patrons only tonight, and then a public sale tomorrow. I wish I had gotten out a lot more product for you guys this week. I wish I had gotten out a lot more information about the sale coming up. I just haven't been up to it. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. There's going to be a lot of deep discounts tomorrow, as much as I can get to, because I do want to show you some of the new stuff that came in. And I just got this new Fiskars Trimmer so that I could do trimming while I'm in frame here. So I'm loving this new arm, because the arm on the regular huge Fiskars that, as you've seen, that I've used before, although you've probably not seen it, the funky little marks that are like missing, like right here on the other one, you cannot get a perfect 6-inch, and that kind of makes me crazy. So I want to see how long this is. Is this really 11? No, it's not even 10. It's like 9 and some odd thing. That's 1 inch. So that's not even right. Well, let's just say it's 10. We're going to cut it down by like... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to cut it down by 5 1/2 and 4/4 and just make it a plain old... I think I'm missing something on here. Did I not set this up right or remove a guard or something? If somebody could let me know. It's not cutting for me. This is the second time I've tried it, and I just feel like I'm not doing this right. Oh, there it went. Okay. There's something I must be missing. Anyway, guys, so I'm getting used to using this new one. It's a totally different cut spot that I'm used to, so I thought I was doing 5 1/2. I guess I was kind of close. And you really have to push down to make this cut. Okay, now that time it didn't cut again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And now it does cut. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, I don't understand about all that mess with the child content and whatnot. I'm just hoping that it doesn't mess with the fact that I'm a family-friendly channel and that anybody can watch art. And I have a koala hat on. Like, are they going to deem me childlike? And are they going to, like, take away all my monetization stuff? Because that would be really stinky if they did that. I don't understand. They've made changes in the past, though, that seemed really, like, unbearable and overwhelming, and we all came through it just fine, so I'm hoping that won't be an issue. So, I'm going to do some stamping of these stamps on a watercolor paper. This is a cold press, I think. A rough surface. 120-pound 9x12. Yeah, that sheet definitely wasn't 12 inches. I don't know what they're smoking. I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, then maybe I pulled out a sheet that had already been cut. Who knows? Sheesh. So I want to tape this down. Do you guys know that we now have purple tape in the shop? Oh yes. Yes, we do. I'm going to make a little border. It's not going to be a perfect white border, but I'm going to make a little border around this because I'm going to stamp and everything right on here. I know there's the magnets, but the magnets seem to like get in my way, so This is the way I'm going to try it today. I still like the magnets for doing stencils and stuff. But this is going to be a watercolor. Easy breezy watercolor. No, I'm not 100% at all. So I'm going to need a bigger block. We'll do some of the smaller ones. I've done the really big one a couple of different times. And I'm going to just try to fill most of this space. That looks pretty good. Oops, I just took my little guy here. No worries. Just clean it off there. I am feeling better than I was. Quite a bit compared to Tuesday, but still not like myself for sure. So this is not going to completely come off my stamp. I don't know why I've got so much. See, I try, for some reason, the way I have my camera, see now it's tilted again. The way I have my camera, it's hanging above, but hold on guys, don't get sick. Just going to try to get it to aim more downwards. See if we could get it to stay like that. That would be okay. It's just going to keep coming back up. And then we get the glare from the lights above. Anyway. I'm working on that. I did make it a lot clearer. I'm hoping that you guys see that it's clearer. Maybe I can just scoot this down a little bit. It'll be okay. I'm working on it. I'm always working on it, trying to get it to look better. I actually put my hat on backwards. And, hey, Sherry Mizzle. Sorry you had to see me not at my top-notch best. These are magnets. This is the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station. S-T-A-Y, so it stays. And these are really awesome magnets. They've got this really nice, like, cushiony bottom, so even when they get stuck together, they'll come right apart. It's super easy to use. For holding down stencils and things, it's awesome. But because I'm doing watercoloring, I just decided I didn't really want them in my way. So I've changed it somewhat. And I'm using some purple tape. I know there were those of you who wanted that purple tape, so you'll have to come shop at the store. We are putting more and more items in the online store. Not that we're going to stop doing the live sales, because those are huge for us, and we we just enjoy them. But for those who really want to have an online shopping experience of some, at some point, or, we're not having a live, or your paycheck falls on a different day or whatever, you can shop in the store. The only difference is the store is going to have all of our name brand stuff predominantly. I'm not saying we won't have any of our budget flyers in there, but predominantly we'll have most of our name brand things in there. And that's what we're going to use it for. And we'll see what happens after that. So if you have, we do actually have this for sale too. It's so big to ship. It's really benefits you if you're going to get something like this from us, to come to a live sale and get a medium box and then fill it with other goodies to save on shipping. But we do have 4 more of these, I believe, for sale. And they're 20. Correct me if I'm wrong, Penny, but I think they're 20 a piece. Okay, so I want to make sure that this is dry. It's probably not dry on the tape. That's what I'm thinking. Sherry Mizzle, my friend, you ask any questions you need to ask if you're new. If I don't get to it, somebody in the friendly comment section most surely will. Kind of getting a little gray script down there, but I don't want all this if I put water on it for that black to ooze off the tape. Okay. Okay, thanks, Penny. Whew, it is so stinking hot here today. Oh my goodness. Oh. Alright. Watercolor today. We're using Inktense. I have the set of 24. Now, I would love to say we sell these, but seriously, I can't beat Amazon's price. So I put the price for this one right in the description box below if you want to get yourself a set. It's the best price. It's on an affiliate link for us, so it helps out your community here if you care to buy them through there. And then I'm just going to throw on some color by scribbling some of these color pencils. And they're actually not wax, they're literally ink. So they're going to come out like super, super... Oh, you know what I forgot to put out? The water. Not a problem, because I just refilled this guy, so we're ready to roll. This is the ink well. If you don't have one, you should get one. They're amazing. I don't have that in my shop yet, although I wish I did. We'll have to see if we can get them. I don't know if we can. I'm probably going to need a little brush. I'm going to use one of my water brushes for this. And we'll try to make this kind of a fallish looking leafy thing, and maybe do the background. I know you guys vote. Maybe well, if I use yellow in the leaves, then maybe we want to do a blue background. How's that sound? So the more color you put down, the more vibrant it's going to be, obviously. And you don't have to color perfect or anything like that, because we're going to get the colors swirling around here soon enough. And you can add your colors in any pattern you want. I'm going to try to alter my patterns a little bit. And I'm going to try to put in a little bit of green too. I mean, if it doesn't turn out perfect, that's okay. Okay. So I'm not going to squeeze on this because I don't want the water from this barrel coming out. I'm just going to use this as a brush. And I'm going to start... Man, I wish I could zoom in. I'm going to start on the yellow. Because you're not going to be able to see that, are you? Oh, it's popping up. And smear into... Add a little bit water where I need to. Smear into that orange. And I'm just going to run that orange and that yellow kind of into each other. And then put a little bit more water on my brush and then try to run that red into the orange. And a little bit up into the yellow on this side. And I didn't clean my brush, so I'll probably get more of an orange on this side than just a yellow. And then I'm going to run the yellow into the green. I don't like that red so much in there, so I'm just going to go over it a little bit and try to get that out so it's not such a line. That's a little bit better. Let's see if I can get that up for you. I think I put too much on the sharp when I when I brought this when I was redoing how, see, now I ran my side of my hand through my ink. I was trying to tweak this so that it looked more clear on camera, but I think I tweaked a little bit too much on the sharpness because I don't think that you're really seeing the way it should be seen. So I'll have to go back and do some more on that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do some yellow on here. I'm going to make this one like a yellow and a green. We could add in some browns too. You can add in whatever colors float your boat. Here's a green, and then on the inside of this one I think I'm going to do a little bit of brown. Not a lot, because I can add more. After it dries, you can add a second layer. But from what I've been told, the colors won't move a lot after it's dried. So do a lot of your moving while it's still wet. I'm just going back over that green just a little bit to pull it into that yellow so it's not just a line. And then a little bit of that brown at the bottom. That's pretty. Yep, nobody's cooking tonight. We ordered pizza too. Friday is a pizza day. Purples would look really pretty on here. I've just chosen not to do purple today. There's not very as much orange, so this one I'm going to add in a little bit more orange. And I'm going to scribble in a little bit of red into that orange to make it a little bit darker of an orange. But I don't want too much red, so we'll see how that works out. And then go put a bright yellow around the outside, like the other one. I'm going to go real heavy-handed with the yellow, because I don't want that to get just completely taken out of there. I'm rinsing my brush out when I feel like I have too much of one color on it, just so that I don't drag that right back into the yellow. So like right there, I've got a lot of red and orange right now, so I'm going to get rid of the red and orange, and then I'm going to go back into the yellow with a clean brush. That way I'm dragging the yellow into the red and not the other way around, so I can still maintain that yellow color I was looking for. I like that one. I think I'll add in some browns here. I like this one predominantly brown. I missed the comment. What did she mention? Something that you said didn't sound very good. Add a little bit of yellow into here. Then maybe some along this edge. White chicken chili. Oh yes. Jamie rocks the white chicken chili. Ooh, mama. Oh, that really turned out bright, didn't it? I thought that was going to be more of a brown, but ooh, it almost looks red, doesn't it? Maybe I used red instead of brown on accident. Let's try some brown over here. This one is literally called Baked Earth. That sounds like a really good leafy color. Baked earth. Inktense are just really fun to play with, you guys. So those of you who said you had one, who was that said they had some, just pull them out and play with them. I'm going to put in a little bit of mossy. This looks like green, but it's tagged as brown and it's called mustard. That's interesting. I'm going to use some green here. And then I'm going to run a little bit of the green through the brown. Just so I don't end up with like this. It just didn't blend real well. I'm not real happy with that. And then a little bit of yellow in the green. Maybe just a little yellow through the brown too. See what we come up with. That's a cool look. Ooh, I like that leaf. I like that a lot. That turned out really pretty. Maybe we'll put some more brown in that other one. Baked earth. We'll put the brown on the outside this time. And then what color is kind of getting overlooked here? Green, I think. Corn chowder and baked bread. Sounds delish. So we're gonna wet out that brown. This time I used the brown to kind of make a little bit more distinction in where that leaf is. Like the edges. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. But I kind of like that. That's really different. I'll blend it in before it dries. I mean, you don't have to be fast about it. I'm just saying, if it completely dries and you want to go back in, you can layer up, but you can't get that old stuff to really move much. So I'm going to do a blue background, I think. Put my browns back. Yellow. I didn't really get them back in order. That's okay. There's a light blue. I'm going to do a little bit darker on the edges, and then that'll pull in. So like dark around the edges of the leaves. And the edges of the paper. Probably don't have to have it all the way around every single leaf, just enough so that you have some in every little like area. You'll get the gist of it when I start, I think. And we'll see how that works out. If we need more blue, we can add more blue. The black ink. I used VersaFine Onyx black ink. So I'm adding a lot of water to really get that line mixed out of there, because I really don't want lines. It's okay if there's some, like, the edges kind of look lined, but for the most part I just want it to really even out. And then I'm just going to keep walking away from the leaf with the water. It's okay if I get a little bit of green or something from the leaf. That's alright. Because I'm doing a real quick job of it. So each time I hit a new spot where it's blue, I'm getting another whole brush full of water. So I really want that to smooth out. And that's why I used watercolor, because you can do a lot of these techniques of coloring on any kind of paper, really. But if you're going to be smooshing and doing this kind of thing, you want to make sure you got a paper that's going to withstand it. I do a lot of my watercoloring and a lot of my different techniques on just regular cardstock, which a lot of people would tell you never to do, but I do. I do a lot of them that way. Today I just happened to have some cool watercolor paper, so I pulled it out. Well, I'm going to give it a little bit of cooling here. A little bit of dry time. Another thing I really wanted to try out today is this. I want to give, oh, that's a silver. No, I do not want that one. It's this one. Why can't I find my right one? Oh, it's black barreled, that's why. Okay. This one, it's a Spectrum Noir clear, crystal clear. There we go. So when these are new, you have to take that little band off and then screw it back together until it pops. And then it'll start coming out. You pop this cap off. And then you squeeze from the tube, and you should be able to see it coming through there. Did I do it right? There, maybe I didn't get it all the way popped through. Oh, there it comes. Oops. Alright. Now I'm going to go over the top of, oh my, look at that deliciousness. That shiny amazingness. Wow. This is a Spectrum Noir clear brush. And it's a shimmer. It just adds a shimmer. So I'm adding a shimmer just to the leaves. It's making the leaves, because watercolor always dries just slightly dimmer than what you think it's going to be, what color you think it's going to be. Oh man, I got a lot out that one time. There we go. You can squeeze it to put like tons out, which I'm kind of doing. this actually brightens up the colors again. If you guys can't see it, I'll try to lift it up one more time. I think that the light is picking up on that though. That amazing sparkle. Oops, too much. Too much. Move it over. There we go. Oh my, that's so cool. That's really pretty. So now my leaves are like super duper sparkly. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Let's take off the purple tape and see what we get with our little white edge, if we want to keep it or not. Ooh, I'm gonna put this up where I normally put it. There we go. So I can use it again maybe sometime. The big reveal, the big reveal! Should have maybe dried it one more time, but that's okay. Well, the purple's not supposed to tear the paper, but I see a couple specks of white that came up. However, I don't notice it on the paper, so I don't think it's going to be any big deal. So there we have an awesome card base, and all we did was just some basic coloring and adding some shimmer. And with that dark edge around some of them, it almost makes it like really pop out. Oh, cool. So we actually do have these Spectrum Noir sparkle pens. I watched, I'm pretty sure it was Jennifer McGuire. I watched her use one of these and I was like, whoa, that's like way different than what I've seen. Like, that sparkle is amazing. I'm glad that I got one because that's really cool. So pretty. And that's a card all by itself unless you want to put a sentiment on it, but I think it's gorgeous. I can't remember why I wasn't happy with my Wink of Stella, although I don't dislike them. I just wasn't getting what I wanted from it at the time, and I kind of gave up on it. Now, what did I do with the rest of that card stuff? Maybe we could do another one real quick. Okay. Nope, that time it worked right off the bat. Let's see if I can get it to go again. It only cuts when it goes forward. Is that it? It won't cut coming backwards like the other one does? If that's right, somebody tell me. Because that could be the reason this whole time that this hasn't been working for me. It only cuts forward. The other one cuts forward and back. Same company. Not sure why. Alright, this time let's just go ahead and do a free-for-all because I don't have a lot of time left. So let's just put some colors down. Let's see if we can do just a fun little background. Maybe we'll try to do like a scenery background that we could put something in. So if we got like maybe some kind of a lake or something coming down. And green. Probably put some little flowers in there, like a little poppy field, or I don't know how that'll turn out. We'll just have to see. Polka dots. And when you do a little scene like this, it doesn't have to be super realistic. Brown. Make a little sand here. And then some blue for the sky. Oh, you know what? I could do like a sunset kind of a deal. Let's try that. So we've got a little bit of yellow coming up. Good enough. A little bit of orange coming off of there. And finish off with some red, I suppose. Not too much red because that's going to be like seriously overexposed. So maybe just a little line of red and then we'll drag it up. That should be good enough. Let's see what we get. Oh, trees? Sure, we can do some little trees. Okay. I'm going to do the sunset. Now, I didn't add a lot of stuff to this, a lot of ink. So if I decide that this is like way too light, then I would let it dry and I would go back in and add more color. And then even on the little mountain peaks, you could drag some of that color in, add a little bit of that gray. That light is really washing this out for you guys. Me under that sand. A little bit of that sand down here. And then that blue water. I think I'm going to add some more water to the blue. No, blue to the water. Maybe a little bit of blue to the little mountain caps. That'd be cute. A little blue up there. Let's see if that'll give you a better look at that. There we go. I mean, obviously it's not it's not a great, enduring, grandiose picture, but you get the gist of it. So if we give that some air, we maybe could darken up some of these spots. And you don't even necessarily have to re-add the water back in. Maybe just a tad bit of water to make this spread out just a little bit more. Try a lighter touch if you don't want all those lines to be seen. Try a really light shading motion instead. Let's see if we can get that to go a little bit more. Oh, that's a lot prettier. That bright yellow. I think we probably would even want to put down some more of that gray. So, you know, that dried up, so check it out. You're not able to get rid of that line, that gray line, because it just won't move again once it's dried. I'll do a little bit more with the water and then we'll be done. The more you play around with it, the better you get. The more of a feel you'll get for it and the better your drawings will become. This isn't something that I do like every day, so not something that I'm super practiced at, but I don't mind that it doesn't turn out perfect or that it doesn't look exactly like what it was supposed to look like or whatever. So if you get worried about that kind of stuff, just practice on, you know, regular paper and then go on to something else. I have a lot more orange in there than is kind of showing up, but super fun. Well, I really dig the way this turned out. I probably will make some more panels like this. It's relaxing. It's like zen, just watercoloring and doing that kind of thing. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you are a patron, remember we are having our patron only sale tonight from 6 to 7. So give me a few minutes to get set up and then we'll get started. Remember, that is not here. Don't wait for me here at YouTube. Go to our private group because that's where I'll be having it. If you guys are not a patron, why don't you consider joining our community and building us up by giving your best gift on the Patreon page. So you can get there by going to qualitycrafts.com and clicking on the patron link, or you can go to patreon.com/qualitycrafts. If you enjoy the videos, give a big thumbs up on your way out so that YouTube knows that and posts more of my content higher up. And our big public sale with a lot of really deep discounts will be tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and I hope to see you guys there. Alrighty. I hope to be back on my feet and in full force next week. If you were new and you came today and you were like, wow, she was really kind of a downer, my other videos, you might want to check out a few. Alright, there's over 1,000 in there. There's a lot to look at. Go back and check out some of my older ones so you can see how far I've come. And I can't wait to see you guys next video.